student, welcome you all. This lecture is for class 10th biology. This is the second chapter of the biology, that name is control and coordination. This one is the first part. First I will give you some introduction about this chapter. After that I will start them. All the living organisms have some control on their bodies, have control whatever they done, and they will easily coordinate to one organ to another organ. So they can be easily coordinate through this. These are basically two types. Control and coordination, basically they will be controlled by two ways. The first one is endocrine system. Endocrine system, basically it was some hormones are present inside that. And second one is nervous system. So with the help of nervous system and endocrine system, we can be easily control and coordinate our body. These functional, especially the endocrine system, are only and only responsible for the secretion of hormones. Hormones are chemical substance which regulate and coordinate and control our whole body mechanism. Okay, but the nervous system is only and only help for conduction of nerve impulse, like just like electric current. Okay, so here it began. The topics that we are going to cover in this are homeostatics. Second one is difference between endocrine and nervous control, most important topic. Second one, that is chemical coordination in plant. Plant also help to coordinate itself, but they do not have a specific system like us, like endocrine system or nervous system. So how it was controlled. Next one is phytohormones. Phytohormones means plant hormone. It means the hormones which are present inside the plant, which help in control and coordination, are called phytohormones. First, that is Auxin, Gibberellin, Cytokine, abscisic acid, and some related question to all these topics. Okay. Now the first topic is homeostatics. Homeostatics, the simple means is to maintain our body constant to the environment. It means balance in between the internal and external environment. Okay, internal means our body and external means outside of the body. Okay, so there is a maintain an equilibrium. Okay, so they are basically called as homeostatics. Homeostatics in multicellular organism is achieved by both endocrine as well as nervous system, only in the multicellular, because in multicellular so many cells are present. It means division of labor are present. Division of labor means different work are done by the different cells or different organs. It means, or at in one time we can do different work. Okay, but there are so many different ways. Okay, later we will discuss about detail in nervous system and endocrine system. There are so many ways, that is some hormonal ways, some enzymes ways we can be control our body. So many hormones are directly released in our blood and some are not. So they are also help in homeostates. Okay, so homeostates that you know, homeostatics or homeostates that you know. Okay, next one is, that is difference between endocrine system and nervous control. Basically endocrine, nervous system and endocrine system. This difference is very important, because in maximum examination this question will become not in a 1 marks, it was in the 3 marks or 5 marks also. Okay. So here is one diagram or picture, you can easily see that nervous system will give fast response and endocrine system will give slow response, because endocrine system is responsible for the hormones. So the hormones will react slowly, but the nervous is only responsible for the neurons. That neurons you have already studied in class 9th, that the tree or branch like structure. So it will give fast response as comparison to the endocrine system. Second one, uses impulse to send masses. It only helps to send the masses. Okay, impulse, it uses impulse to transfer the masses, but endocrine system uses hormone to send the masses. Organs are brain, spinal cord and nerves. So in nervous system there are organs like our brain, spinal cord and nervous, but in here in the endocrine system the organs are basically the glands. Uses neuron, and fourth one is uses blood stream. It means it can transfer the message through the help of neuron or nerve cell, but that one means endocrine system will transfer through the blood stream. Examples, that is CNS and PNS. CNS, later we will discuss about that. CNS basically the full form is that central nervous system, and PNS is peripheral nervous system. Here the hormones are clear, that is endocrine, thyroxine, insulin, testosterone, estrogen, androgen. There are so many hormones are there. Some similarities are in between that endocrine system and nervous system, because sometimes similarity will also ask. Both react to stimulus. Okay, both react to the stimulus. Stimulus means response. Both are help for reaction to this response. Both help to maintain homeostatics. Homeostasis means maintain the body constant. Both are the system of the body that send masses, is only responsible for the sending masses. Hypothalamus is link between the two nervous system. Hypothalamus gland, that is also called as supermaster of gland. Be reminded, supermaster of gland is called as hypothalamus and pituitary gland is called as master of gland. So hypothalamus are linked between the two, that is nervous system and the endocrine system. So these are the basic difference between that two, that is nervous system and endocrine system. Now next one is, that is phytohormones. Basically the phytohormones are also called as plant hormone, and the hormones which are present in the plant for the chemical and coordination of the body of the plant is called as what? Phytohormones. Okay, as like animals have endocrine system, nervous system, but in plant there is no special organs, no special system are present, just like endocrine system and nervous system. So all the control and coordination are done by that phytohormones. Okay, clear? Okay. Plant also responds. Plants are also response through the stimulus which was given by the environment, just like Mimosa pudica. Mimosa pudica means touch me not plant. Okay, it gives the response to the stimulus. So that stimulus was done by that phytohormones. It means plant hormone. Okay, plant hormone. Some of these chemical substance stimulate plant growth, ripening of fruit, related to the rate of growth of plant. Okay, some of the phytohormones are growth regulator. Growth regulator means to increase to help in growth, and some of them are growth inhibitor. Inhibitor means growth inhibit. Okay, one hormone that is later I will discuss, because only the 4 hormones in your syllabus, that is Auxin, Gibberellin, Cytokine and abscisic acid. But one more hormone that later I will told you, that is one most important hormone, because in some competition exam it will be asked. Okay, now you see that growth regulator hormone. Growth regulator means growth regulator are basically 3 hormones are there in that growth regulator, that is Auxin, Gibberellin, cytokine, and growth inhibitor, that is one hormone in your syllabus, that is abscisic acid. But at last I told you one more hormone, that is ethylene. Ethylene is most and most important, because sometime one question will be asked from that. Okay. Now come to the auxin one. Suppose first one is auxin. This one is auxin. Okay. The chemical name of auxin is IAA, that is indole 3-acetic acid. Once again that I will repeat, auxin, the chemical name is IAA, that is indole 3-acetic acid. Okay. Naturally occurring, that is it was found in naturally. Okay. There are so many functions of the auxin, like number one, it was present at the tip of the plant. It means root tip and shoot tip. Okay, tip. So if it was present at the tip of the plant, whether it was root or shoot, so it helped in elongation of the plant. Elongation, it means shoot elongation and root elongation. Okay, so it was only helping, first thing, that it was only helping elongation of the plant. Okay, clear. Second one, it was help in cell division, because when cell will not divide, okay, then no elongation will take place. So it was, all the growth regulator hormone are help in cell division. Okay. Second one, auxin have been found to increase the rate of formation of root initial. Maximum auxin hormone are present initially at the tip of the root for the elongation, especially in the desert plant roots. Okay, maximum auxins are present at the tip for the greater enlargement of the root. Okay. Next one, auxin produced at the stem tip are translocate to the dark side, causing more growth of the stem on the dark side. Therefore, stem bend toward light. Okay. Suppose that when we kept a plant in a dark room and somewhere we make a hole, from that some sunlight will become. Just leave that plant for 2 to 3 weeks. After that, you see that the tip of the plant will be moved through that side where the light will come. That process is called as phototropism. Later we will discuss about the phototropism through the experiment. Okay, this process is called as phototropism. So auxin also help in phototropism. Next one, the root of the plant grow downward. Okay, and shoot will be grow upward. Okay, so one tropism is called as geotropism. Geotropism means ground tropism, it means earth tropism, yani earth stimulus. So the root will also give positive geotropism, but the shoot will also give negative geotropism. This behavior is also responsible for the auxin. Okay. Sometimes this auxin are also help in the formation of seedless fruit. Seedless fruit, that in so much time that you see some fruit, suppose that you have apple, you see the seeds are not present inside that, or some smaller seed or 2 to 3 seeds are present inside that. They are basically seedless fruit. They are called as seedless fruit. That is called as parthenocarpy. That process of formation of seedless fruit is called as parthenocarpy. Yani the fruit which was developed without fertilization, without pollination, is called parthenocarpic fruit, and that fruit is basically seedless. They are seedless. Okay. In certain plants such as pineapple, auxin have also found to promote flowering. Pineapple also help to promote the flowering. Okay. Next one, terminal buds in plant inhibit the lateral buds, inhibit the growth of lateral buds. This is brought about the auxin produced at the tip of the stem and travel down inhibitly the growth of the lateral bud. Okay, this phenomena is called apical dominance. As you see here, sorry, as you see here, here you see at the tip of that auxin are present. Suppose that this plant will be straight, firstly it was straight, and at the tip there are so many auxins are present. So if the light will come from this direction, then it will be moved from that side. So there are more secretion will be take place from this side, that auxin will be transferred to this side, and maximum auxin secretion will be there, and here is lower, auxin secretion is lower. So that tip of the shoot will be bent because here is maximum auxin secretion and here is lower auxin secretion, so it will be bent toward the direction. This process is called as apical dominance. Apical dominant means apical. Have you know that apical tissue in class 9th? Apical tissue is that at the tip. So apical is dominant. Dominant means dominate. It means it will be moved from light direction. Okay. Next one. Auxin play an important role in the prevention of falling of leaves, whatever the, and prehistoric fruit drop in the plant like apple, pear, etc. Suppose that if the food will become so much, okay, pre-harvest, okay, it will be dropped down. This save lack of rupees due to decay formatting of abscessing layer that is responsible for the fall of leaf and fruit. So these are some point and the function of auxins. Okay, clear? Second one is gibberellin. Gibberellin, it is also called as gibberellic acid. It is also called as gibberellic acid. Basically the function is important. This is the structure of gibberellic acid. Okay. Next one, the function. It is also a growth regulator hormone, so it help in cell division. It also help in cell elongation. Okay. It also help in the formation of parthenocarpic fruit, example that is tomato, parthenocarpic fruit that I already told. It also help to increase the size of the fruit, flower, root and stem. Increase the size. They also increase the bud length in grapes. Okay, they also help in bud length in grapes. Okay, next one. So these are some points about the gibberellin. Basically the gibberellin and auxin, if you have learned auxin completely and thoroughly, then some points of the auxin is just related to the gibberellin. Next one, that is cytokine. Cytokine, there are so many functions. Is that number one is basically that is cell division, help in the cell division as it is just auxin and gibberellin. It is also help in cell elongation. In certain plants like tobacco, crotallar cells enlarge almost 4 times of their normal size in their presence. Okay. It also help in apical dominance. It was also help in apical dominance that I already told you. Okay, so these are some hormones, that is growth regulator hormone. Now next one is abscisic acid, that is growth inhibitor hormone. One thing, it is also called as ABA, that is full form is abscisic acid. Okay, this is the formula, this is the structure of abscisic acid. It is also called as stress hormones or dormant hormone. Stress hormone or dormant hormone. Be reminded. Okay. It is growth inhibitor hormone, so it does not help in cell division. Okay. Abscisic acid is growth regulator found in widespread in plant. It is a growth inhibitor also called stress hormone or dormans. Okay. In some plant it was called as growth regulator, but maximum plant it was called as growth inhibitor. Okay. It is also help to induce the dormancy of the seed, dormancy of the seeds. Okay. It also cause the aging of the leaves. Aging, it means suppose that if the age will be there of any leaves, so it is responsible for the aging of the leaf. One more hormone that is called as ethylene, that is most important hormone. It is not in the NCRT, or also not, I think it was in the NCRT, I think it was in the that side book, but not in the NCRT. That ethylene hormone, that is also called as growth inhibitor hormone, help in the ripening of fruit. Sometimes it was growth regulator, but basically you learn that growth inhibitor, that is ripening of fruit. Suppose that in one bucket 10 raw apple are there, 10 raw apple are there, and we will kept one apple, one ripe apple in that bucket. 10 raw apple in one bucket. After that, when we kept one ripe apple in that and left it for 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours, it means 1 to 2 days. After 1 to 2 days, we will see that the raw apples are become ripe. So how it was possible? That thing is that the ripe apple release a hormone that is called as ethylene. That ethylene hormone will be absorbed by all the raw apple and they are become ripe. So this question will become in the examination, especially in the board examination also. Okay. Now some questions for practices. These are some questions. What is apical dominance? Expand IAA. Which phytohormone help in the ripening of fruit? Name the phytohormone also called stress hormone. Write the difference between nervous system and endocrine system. Okay, these are some questions. So